Hey y'all, hey, it's Beachin With The Boones, and we're going to take you on a tour today to show you the new update since spring for Carolina Shores. As you all know, Pirate Land, or at least half of Pirate Land, was bought out by Carolina Shores 2 years ago. Carolina Shores started upgrading the park as soon as they took over, with beautiful flowers, pavement, grass, sprinklers. They've done the whole entire campground. So sit back and relax, because we're going to take you on a tour and show you exactly what you have to look forward to whenever you come down here for the summer. Like these beautiful rocks right here with the beautiful flower beds. Right whenever you walk in, we're greeting you with a smile. The first thing you're going to be greeted with is a black iron fence around the arcade, along with a stage where they have evening entertainment during the summer, where they're going to have summer concerts. If you notice, they've also have these new temporary check-in lanes for Carolina Shores. As you can see, it's lane 1, lane 2, and then they have the office, which is located right in between the laundromat and the store. Now, many of you know how to check in for Pirate Land, but the way you check in for Carolina Shores is go to their website or Thousand Trails and book your stay today. Not only did they pay attention to the arcade, but they also updated the store, laundromat, and their office. So let's take a look at the laundromat, in case you need to wash those clothes before you go home on vacation. And here's a look at their temporary office, and let's take a look inside. And now we're going to take a look at the store. In case you forgot any condiments or beach supplies that you may have left at home, they have boogie boards, flip-flops, sunscreen, ketchup, and mustard. Anything you're looking for, right in this store. And I know everyone's asking, what kind of groceries do they have? Well, here's a quick peek on the groceries. All those good condiments that some of us forget to bring and pack. They also have some sodas, along with coolers on the backside. And guess what? Yes, children, they have boogie boards. Hot dog. And they couldn't stop the improvements there. They even put in new playground mulch and updated the swings with a fresh new coat of paint. And they definitely paid close attention to the pool, the lazy river, and the splash pad. So here's the signs. Coolers may be inspected by staff. I know we get asked that all the time on our website. Please do not save the chairs. And here's a few of the pool rules that y'all can go over and just take a glance at that. Of course, there's no pets allowed. Sorry, you'll have to leave Little Rough home. But as you look at this beautiful pool, they've repainted it. They put new chairs out, and they even bought new inner tubes. Look at that. Aren't you ready to dive in now? I know I am. So Carolina Shores couldn't leave out the mini golf. They have Birdie Bay Mini Golf. They've upgraded the greens, put in some new pine straw, and they're ready for you to come knock some balls. And look, there's no more fights in the parking lot. They've restriped and sealed the parking lot so you can see where to park. And we drove by the arcade kind of fast, so let's go take a look in at the arcade and grill. And I know what you kiddos are looking for. They do have an arcade with lots of games and lots of prizes. I hope you win big. And here's a look from another angle, and as you can see, it is GG Snack Bar and Grill. Something new to Carolina Shores is breakfast in the morning, and GG Snack Bar and Grill is owned by Greg and Gerda, the one that owns the chicken truck and the barbecue truck. You know I had to get some breakfast. I went with a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit along with hash browns on the side. And Gerda goes in every morning just to make those fresh, delicious biscuits. Doesn't that look good? Mouth watering. What? And look at this beautiful stage that Carolina Shore has put up to entertain you throughout the entire summer season. They will have bands, and you can look up their website to get the times and dates of the events. And if you're so excited and starving like I am, they also have set up picnic tables with umbrellas. So as soon as you step out of Gigi's, you can sit down, grab a table, and enjoy a meal. They resurfaced the basketball court. Oh yeah, and they still have the ice cream parlor. And here's a few of their flavors. Okay, so something new and exciting to Carolina Shores. That's right, you saw the sign, Annual Sites. So if any of you have ever dreamed of having your own little beach place and nowhere to put your camper, well, never fear, because Carolina Shores has got you covered. They're now letting you bring in your camper and lease a lot for an entire year. And you should see the way some of these campers, or should I say annual sites, have set them up. As you can see, there are still a lot of available spots. And as you can see, we are riding around on a Sunday. They haven't picked up the trash yet, but they will get to it, and it is very early. So you're going to see some of them pulling out and some of them just packing up and getting ready, because some folks still stay from Sunday to Sunday. But like I said, a lot of these are the annual sites. So you're going to see where they have put down rocks, just built porches. It is very nice. And it's a very shaded, cool spot. Over to the left, you'll see that it's a lake where you can go fishing. And we have multiple lakes throughout the entire campground. You'll never fear for those potholes this year, because like I said, they resurfaced not the whole entire campground yet. They hadn't got to the permanent spots, but for these annual spots, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So this is an annual lease spot. This is also another one. And as you can tell, there's a lot of dirt, so that's why people have been putting down pavers, rocks, and just everything they can to keep that sand out of their campers, whether they're camping for the weekend, a week, or annual. And the roads are nice. There's no humps, bumps, and potholes. No roots from the trees. You remember all the fun stuff that makes camping very difficult sometimes. And they still have, for those of you who do like to get close to bathhouses, we still have the bathhouses available. They also have easy access pull-through slots. They're allowing you to have canopies, tents. I know some people have been asking, are you able to bring your golf cart in? If you're an annual lease, you can bring your golf cart in. So you won't have to rent golf carts. If you're an annual lease holder, you can bring your golf cart in. But as far as camping, from weeks to weekends, you still have to rent a golf cart. This is the annual lease, and like I said, they're still letting some of the campers camp in there for the sites that are still available. So if you're used to staying here, you just need to call Carolina Shores and see if your site is still available, or was it taken up by an annual site. Now you're looking at an annual site that you are able to move your camper if you want to go to the mountains and then come back. You still have your lease lot there waiting on you for your beach cottage. And here's some rocks. Like I said, those are very popular with some astroturf that people are putting down, because as you can see here, it's just a lot of dirt. But it is the beach, so you're gonna have sand, and people are building some decks. And as you can see, this one is where they can easily take it up if they have to leave for a hurricane, or easy access if they want to move to a different lot next year. But this is just to give you an idea of the annual leases, and you need to call the office and check if that's something you are interested in. So for those of you who may not have a camper or want to stay in a tent, they still have the villas available. The cabins are also located. You need to call Carolina Shores or Thousand Trail to book your stay today as well with those. We do have another video, if you're interested in that we did back in February, I believe, for those little cabins, and some people call them log cabins, so check that out. And you will have to rent a golf cart for those, so you still have to rent it. I'm gonna just throw it out there again. You do have to rent a golf cart for the cabins and if you're pulling in your camper for the week or the weekend. And now we're gonna leave the annual sites and the cabins, and we're gonna head straight up for that moment that you've all been waiting for, where you can pull in that camper and what makes this Carolina Shores. Ooh, I know you're getting excited. And we're passing the doggy park. We're going over the 2 fishing ponds, and all of these are RV sites. You just need to call Carolina Shores and book yours today. These are not the annual sites. The annual sites go from the bridge on back to inland. This is beach site. So you're just maybe 50 steps from the ocean. Some of the sites, there's a bathhouse. I think it's like every 2 to 3 rows, whenever you're walking off the beach, there will be a bathhouse. Bow wow 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 wow. Yep, the Bow Wow Bay Dog Park. Something new to Carolina Shores. Right now, the bridge is under construction because they're putting in new boards, so you'll have easy access. But you can also access the doggy park from Skeleton Island. Here's a look from the bridge. Now let's go to Skeleton Island. And good gravy, you don't want to get caught leaving nothing but paw prints. Pick up after your dogs. And we just happen to have our grand doggy down here. Beatbox is walking him through the park to kind of give you an idea. They also have installed a bench so that you can sit there and close the doors off in case your dog gets the zoomies. Well, let him run loose, but make sure to shut the gate. So while Scruffy's gonna walk around, you can sit on the bench and take it all in and relax and give him some playtime. And just in case you get down there and you forgot your green baggie, well, they also have some available. And now we're back on the main drag to show you some of the camping sites. Now these are just right across from the ocean. Okay, now on Oceanside, please keep in mind that there's less shade. It's very windy, very sunny. So please keep that in mind when booking your camping trip, because we want everyone to be happy. There's also a night parade that goes on here. And so if you have very sensitive ears, you may want to stay inland or get closer inland so you will not hear that parade. Also, if you have kids that like to ride bikes and scooters and have fun, you might want to stay inland as well, because this main drag right here stays very busy all year round with people going to the beach, to the ocean, and they really can't enjoy their bicycles as much as they would inland or on the side streets. Because it's a lot of golf carts, a lot of traffic, people walking dogs, and people having fun. So just to look out for those kiddos, you might want to stay inland to let them ride their bikes and everything, or just take them back that way or on the side streets. And this shaved ice machine is still available, so you can walk off the beach and grab you some shaved ice. Another thing Carolina Shores is doing is, as you can see, the blue shelters, they're replacing all of the shelters. So if you come down, you may get a new one and you may not, but don't hesitate. It takes time and they're getting it done. Now, for you annual lease holders and some of you new permanent holders, keep in mind whenever you're parking your limo golf carts that down on the other end on Ocean Boulevard, it is very narrow in some places. So you might want to just pull straight in. Don't leave your tail hanging out so that a camper can pull it, or accidentally, they don't mean to, but sometimes the limo golf carts will hang out over the street. The camper will hit the back of your golf cart and pull it all the way down the street. As you can tell, this one's pulled sideways, and that's the best thing to do. They do have to make wide turns to get in and out of those exits. As you can see in the far distance, do you see how wide that black truck had to pull? And that's just to kind of give you an idea of why we're trying to let you know this, so you won't ruin your vacation or your golf cart. Okay, and another good thing to know is whenever you get out here, whenever you're leaving the RV resort, you have a choice to either take a left or a right once you get past the guard shack. So don't hesitate and don't get confused or worried if there's a line or anything. If you go straight and take a left, you're going to head out to 17, which is going to take you to Surfside Beach, Garden City Beach, Murrells Inlet, and Georgetown if you want to go that far. And that is south. Now, north is going to take you to Myrtle Beach, North Myrtle Beach, Little River, and Cherry Grove. So let's go north and just show you, kind of give you an idea, because I know a lot of you go south already. So let's take this path down north, and let's just say we're going to Myrtle Beach. And this will also get you to the Market Common and all that good stuff, to the airport this way. And you don't have to wait in line, because some of the campers that may be taking a left down there, you can just jot right out and bypass all the traffic. Maybe I shouldn't have told you my secrets, but there you have it. Well, we hope you enjoyed this video, and we hope you have a good idea on what to expect whenever you come to Carolina Shores. We're going to be bringing you the updates as they continue to come. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring that bell notification so you can keep beaching. Now, don't forget, if you're interested in any of the annual leases or the RV campsites, make sure you call Carolina Shores and Thousand Trails and book your vacation today. Hope to see you. Safe travels if you're heading our way. And as always, keep beaching, and I'll see you in the next video.